6 men were jailed over disgraceful scenes at the Blackie in Liverpool, when thugs hurled chairs, bottles and metal barrier posts. One of the aggressors was later kicked in the head as he lay unconscious on the floor and left in a pool of blood, as the Mirror Online previously reported. Shocking video footage showed the chaos unfold at the Great George Street venue on Saturday, March 4 last year, the Liverpool Echo reported. Children and women could be heard screaming, and an event organizer pleaded with the Yobs over the loudspeaker to stop the violence. The violence kicked off as the round ended. Image, CPS, Liverpool Echo. People started piling into the ring. Image, CPS, Liverpool Echo. Zilla Williams, prosecuting, said it erupted during the 8th bout on the card between Darren Lawler and Adam Lee. She told Liverpool Crown Court, Mr. Lee performed what appeared to be a prohibited move on Mr. Lawler. The referee stopped the fight. Mr. Lawler was bleeding heavily from a large cut inflicted on his forehead. His cornerman promptly climbed through the ropes and entered the ring and went for Adam Lee. Ms. Williams said another man, Liam Chung, who is on the run from police plus Lee's cornerman, also got in the ring. The prosecutor said punches were thrown indiscriminately, as bottles and drinks then rained down from a balcony. Media students filming the event plus mobile phone footage captured the fight shift to an exit door area at 9:05 p.m. Lee's friend Travis Muat, aka Waylon, 28, got in the ring, threw a chair and was hit by Anthony Addison with a metal post. 6 men were convicted. Image, CPS, Liverpool Echo. The organizer pleaded with them to stop. Image, CPS, Liverpool Echo. Chairs were thrown in the brawl. Image, CPS, Liverpool Echo. MUAT picked up the post and struck Addison, 29, over the head with it, then hit him again when he fell to the floor. Gerard Gilboy, 30, threw a chair, then joined in the assault on Addison and punched him in the head before he fell. Lee's brother Ian Lee Jr., 28, threw a bottle, punched Addison, then elbowed his defenseless victim in the head. Their dad Lynn Lee SNR, 53, struck Addison while he was out cold, then cowardly delivered 2 sickening kicks. Ryan Gilday, 35, threw bottles, tried to hit someone with a post and threw it at unconscious Addison, but missed. Addison was taken to hospital with a large cut to his head and 2 black eyes, but refused to make a statement. Ian Joseph Lee, 28, of John Bagot Close, Everton, jailed for 10 months after admitting a fray. Image, handout. Gerard Gilboy, 30, of Maryport Close, Everton, jailed for 12.5 months after admitting a fray. Image, handout. An emergency nurse who tended to him said she was totally disgusted by the violence that she witnessed. Sandra Tulloch told the court, I'm surprised more people weren't injured or even killed. Frightened bar worker Lynn Dolan and caterer Ashley Clifton both saw young children cowering in fear. Ms. Clifton was struck in the head by a bottle after it bounced off a wall and hurt her leg when she was pushed over. The 6 men, none of whom answered police questions, admitted a fray, after prosecutors dropped a charge of violent disorder. Charges were dropped against Adam Lee, 24, of John Bagot Close, Everton, Patrick Childs, 38, of Lisle Street, Vauxhall, Brian McCormick, 35, of Elsie Road, Anfield, and Paul Chadwick, 37, of Griffin Close, Croxteth. John Rowan, defending Addison, said his client now suffers from headaches, panic attacks, anxiety and depression. He said, Adam Lee quite clearly and deliberately throws a chair towards the unconscious Mr. Addison, but of course discussions took place and a decision was made not to proceed against Mr. Lee. Judge Alan Conrad, QC, sentenced Gilday in his absence after he failed to attend court and issued a warrant for his arrest. The judge said, this was a large-scale incident of violence at a public event, which was shocking to witness. Each was involved in his own way in the use of and/or the threat of serious violence, involving either fists or feet, the use of items as weapons or the throwing of missiles. Travis Muat, 28, of John Bagot Close, Everton, jailed for 12.5 months after admitting a fray. Image, handout. Brian Gilday, 35, of White Rock Street in Anfield, jailed for 15 months after admitting a fray. Image, handout. Chaos on EasyJet flight as cabin crew pull apart women during brawl while terrified child screams. It was a disgraceful incident and an incident which calls for appropriately severe sentences. Members of the public had attended expecting a night of enjoyable entertainment, and instead were put in fear. He passed the following sentences. MUAT, of John Bagot Close, Everton, 12.5 months. Gilboy, of Maryport Close, Everton, 12.5 months. Lee JNR, of John Bagot Close, Everton, 10 months. Lee SNR, of Liverpool Road, Lydia, 20 months. Addison, of Superior Close in Netherley, 7 and A. months Gilday, of White Rock Street in Anfield. 15 months Ian Andrew Lee, 53, of Liverpool Road, Lydiate, jailed for 20 months after admitting a fray. Image, and out. Anthony Addison, 29, of Superior Close in Netherley, jailed for 7.5 months after admitting a fray. Image, and out. Speaking after the case, Keith Drummond, District Crown Prosecutor with Mersey Cheshire Crown Prosecution Service, said, "Innocent bystanders were terrified at the behaviour of these people. This was supposed to be a sporting event, but it descended into a violent brawl." CCTV was crucial to this prosecution, and the CPS worked closely with Merseyside police to secure the right footage and highlight those responsible. Behaviour like this at a public event will not be tolerated.